This is a productive day in my life in Tokyo. So I thought in this video, I would do something a little bit different and sort of show you what my life has been like and show you my daily routine. All right, so first, starting with waking up. So I usually wake up at about 8. I don't really care too much about what time I wake up. I care more about how much sleep I got. So I try to get 8 to 9 hours of sleep every single day. I don't really like setting an alarm. And if anything, I prefer going to bed late. But yeah, after I wake up, I make some coffee, which is just a store-bought coffee that I pour in. And then I start my daily routine. So I journal, so I update my habits from yesterday. And I might write down some entry. This is also when I do my Anki cards for studying Japanese. I used to have a 3-year streak when I first started learning, but I kind of stopped to focus on this channel. But lately, I've been getting back into it, and it's pretty fun to learn new words every single day. But besides that, I also take this time in the morning to respond to messages, check the news and market, and I also try to practice guitar. But yeah, sometimes I get a little bit distracted. I'm walking to the gym right now, which is something that I haven't been able to do for a long time. When I was living in America, it always felt kind of weird to like get in my car, drive to the gym, and then drive back home, where sometimes I spend more time driving than working out, and it just added a lot of friction to working out. So that's why I liked running more in America. I'm not training for anything right now. I just like having this as part of my routine. Last year I did marathon training for a long time. I ran 2 marathons and I started running last year, but lately haven't been running as much. I also realized it's kind of bad for your knees to be running long distances, but sometimes I still run 5 miles, which feels pretty good. But yeah, I just do a push-pull leg split and then I cycle that, which is what I've been doing for the longest time. But right now, just want to get stronger and leaner, and also just enjoy working out. So I'm going to a place called the Share Lounge. It's this sort of cafe that you can do work in, and there's a bunch of them in Tokyo. Can't talk in the train.
The next station is
Yeah, so this place is called the Socializing Lounge, and it's one of my favorite places to do work outside. They have these all over Tokyo, like there's a few just in Shibuya, and the concept is basically you pay for an hour or the whole day, and then you can just work in there, and everyone in there is also working. So it's a pretty motivating environment. It kind of reminds me of when I was in college, and it's like finals week. It's just really easy to lock in the library, and you can kind of get that same effect at the Share Lounge, or at least I get kind of that effect. Yeah, today I'm not doing anything too intense, so I'm just working off my iPad, and I have a productivity setup on that you can check out. One thing that's cool about the Share Lounge is while you're there, you get unlimited free food and snacks. So it's kind of like an airport lounge as well. You can just kind of get up, get drink. They even have alcohol, and you can go right back to work. Surprisingly, it's actually pretty high quality, the stuff that they have in there. So I do think you can definitely get your money's worth. When I first came to Japan, this place was amazing because my apartment was a mess, and this was a place I could come and focus. And they even have these monitors that I could use for editing, which was pretty amazing. So if you're traveling to Japan, I would highly recommend you check this place out. And another thing I want to emphasize is that, just to get to all these different places, like going back home, going to the Share Lounge, everything I do is on foot or with the train. I think without fail, every single day that I've been here, I've hit 10,000 steps plus without even really trying. And the days where I actually go out and I'm like exploring, I might hit like 30,000 steps, which is just like not really feasible or even thinkable in America, I think. Like I would have to schedule time on the calendar of when I would go for a walk. And that would be how I would hit 10,000 steps in America. It just feels a little bit more productive that I am hitting my steps naturally here. here in Japan?
Yeah, like in Japan, it's relatively easy for me to hit 10,000 steps every single day. So like I'm already at 9,000. Yeah, usually I would just be at home or something. So it feels pretty good to be able to walk outside.
Also, just taking the train or bus is so much more chill than driving because you could be reading a book or watching a video, and so it's a lot less draining. Usually if I go to the Share Lounge, I'll stay there all day, but today I'm meeting up with my friend who also recently moved to Japan. His name is Jack, and for context, I've known this guy since we were in elementary school.
Oh yeah, you should do an introduction because you're also a creator.
Yeah. So, yeah, what's up? I'm Jalak. I'm here with my friend Reysu. I know Reysu since I was 6th grade.
Nice. I had that name since
Yeah.
6th grade.
Yeah, back in the day, we're talking about YouTube and try to get him into it.
What's your channel? What do you make?
I make music analysis videos, like talk about most common chords used in Japanese music and whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. The place we're at is called Shibuya EST. It's only like $4 an hour to play ping pong here, so it's pretty cheap. I think ping pong is a super underrated sport because it's close enough that you can still have a conversation, and also it's super engaging, so you have to stay alert.
But so far in Japan, I've kind of just been reconnecting with people that I know that already live here. But I definitely want to meet more people. So yeah, if you're watching this, feel free to hit me up. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm also trying to post more on there. But yeah, after we were done with ping pong, it was already pretty late. But surprisingly, everything is still open, and there's still a lot of places that we could have gone to. We ended up finding this one Taiwanese spot. It's one of my favorite spots called Din Tai Fung. I grew up in Taiwan until I was 18, so it's always nice to be able to get some Taiwanese food. And it was delicious. We ended up chatting here for too long, so they kicked us out. But we went to this other place called Gusto, which is known to be a place that they never kick people out. But I kind of lost track of time and I missed the last train, so I ended up having to take a taxi home. But yeah, that's pretty much my day. Let me know what you thought of this video. This is probably my first time making a vlog. And so yeah, let me know what you think. And if there's any videos you want to see, definitely let me know. I'm going to try to respond to all the comments. And I'll see you next video. Let's get it.